Hey everyone. So I promised you I was going to tell you what happened out here in my garden. So last week, maybe it was last Friday, I don't remember now, 2 Fridays ago, we were in the house, some dark clouds came in, and we just thought we were going to get this really cool summer storm. And as it turns out, they were hail, pretty much the size of ping pong balls. It was coming in from the west, almost completely horizontal. And didn't even think about the garden. Worried about, of course, the windows shattering, the horses out, the pasture, damage to the house, whatever. And then I came outside to this. And I put a lot of time and love and nurturing into this and was really looking forward to, harvesting, the pumpkins. There was some yellow squash in here. We had some eggplant over there, tomatoes, of course, and these gorgeous sunflowers. And then over there, later, I'll show you all the raspberries. And then within 20 minutes, gone. And I just was devastated. So now I come out here, and I should have been out here, but I'm not going to should have myself. Came out here a little sooner and been taking this out so we could establish some new growth. And I bet you know where I'm going with this. So I'm like, okay, well, what can we salvage? And right now, as I'm like talking to you, I'm like seeing this flower here, this little blossom. Of course, the big blossom, there's a blossom there. And so out of this huge storm, and we call it here at Grieving Moms a landslide, we're still going to continue to get new life, because that's what Christ is all about, right? New life. And I'm hopeful that after all of this devastation of this storm and all that happened, that I'm going to get to be able to see some of maybe a pumpkin in October. I don't know, just depending. But again, can I depend on that? I can't depend on that. Nothing on this earth we can depend on that's going to always be there, i.e. our children. And, again, we always thought we were going to go through all the stages of life with our kids. We're going to end up having them take care of us. And then, they were unfortunately going to have to read a eulogy for us. But no, that's not how it's happened. And as I always preface, I just really want to say how sorry I am, because I've seen your posts of your kids that you have shared after Adela has put out about her daughter. We're trying to get that going so we can get to know your kids and celebrate your kids while they were here. But what my job is, and I feel God has completely led me to, and this may not be your channel. There's a lot of channels of healing and hope, but mine is to give you that hope and that healing so that you can continue to go on and see and celebrate what God has got in store for your life. Because there is more. I guarantee there is so much more, as is this. I mean, if he is spending so much time on, reestablishing these plants that just look like it was devastation, why wouldn't he invest the time in us, right? So you have to continue to remember that. So let's wander over here. This was a grapevine. I invested not only my time and my love and patience with it, I also, of course, invested money in it. And I've heard a lot of people around here lost thousands of dollars in the grand scheme of things in lavender farms and different crops that they planted. So my $100 over at the lavender farm was nothing in comparison. But I'm grieving this. I'm grieving this and what I pictured was supposed to happen. So the grapevine we're hoping can come back. But again, we've got a blossom over there that's on that yellow squash that I'm hoping to come back. The strawberries, I'm trying to, bring some new life in. There's a couple of blossoms in here. The lavender is definitely coming back because it's a lot hardier than that, other than the other things. The sunflowers, well, they're seasonal anyway, and there's always those seasons for different stuff. So, and in here, I'm like, does anybody like fried green tomatoes? So we love fried green tomatoes. So I'm thinking, okay, we still have some nice little cherry tomatoes that are on here, grape tomatoes, whatever. They still taste good. And so this is rhubarb. I don't know that it's ever going to come back, but that wasn't because of the storm. So in Isaiah 43, 18 through 19, it says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making the way in the wilderness and the streams and in the wasteland. He's making the way. You have to see it, you guys. It's like, do you want to be stuck? Do you want to continue to stay in this place of grieving? Give yourself the time that you need to be able to, process it and everything, but continue to just fight, the armor of God, Ephesians, and just put up your sword and say, I am not going to allow the darkness to win. Really tried to take us down, this whole family, but if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't focus on the hope and the healing that Christ has for you, you are going to be forever down and depressed and taking medication and using negative coping devices. And I'm here to tell you that, of course, don't always think I wake up every day just jumping for joy. I have days where I'm allowing myself to grieve. But what do I have to look forward to? Again, being one day closer to seeing Jesus and my son in heaven. So what are you going to do today, tomorrow, next week in order to help you to get out of this devastating place of your life? When you can, you will. Kay Warren. I want to end this by saying there is that place of hope and healing. October 4th, 5th, and 6th here at Just Be Ranch. You're only seeing a part of it. I promise the rest of it doesn't look like this. To be able to find that hope and healing and to spend time with other moms and have activities and see the horses and, maybe go on a hike if you're, if you can get out there and you can do that, but to take you around, but mostly just spend some time in prayer and loving on each other. And just as a side note, I would love for you to know that if there's a woman that's out there that is completely at a place of financial distress and they really can, that you can come here, but you can't financially make that happen, please send me a personal note. And if there's a bunch of you, then I'm going to just put all of your stories together and all of your situations. And I guess if there's that many, I'm just going to pick one out of a hat. Say this is the one that we're gifting this time. So please let me know. Jackie, Jacke, at grievingmoms.com. Hope at Sunrise Devotionals, Facebook Lives on Tuesday nights. We have plenty of stuff to help you heal, but it's up to you. You have to want to be healed. God bless you, and I hope that you can look at your garden, whatever your situation is, and see that there's new life always in Christ.